How's it going? It's Drew Blazik here with financial modeling. This is going to be for the graduate class. So I just want to make sure we have two different classes running. We got the undergrad and we got the graduate class for financial modeling. I want to make sure I took the time to show you the difference between the two classes. So it'll be a little different than this because I still got to make a couple of adjustments. But I wanted to show you is that when you log in to the course, you want to always check out the weekly content modules. This would be for you. This is for the graduates. This is for the undergraduates. The graduates have a little extra work that they have to do, get a certificate in financial planning and analysis. So make sure you click that. I haven't built everything in there, but I'm going to show you what it will look like. I'll have all the weeks open. So if you want to work ahead, you can. Well, here's all the weeks that will look like. You click it and then it'll have everything that is due. Okay. So let's go to the syllabus. Make sure you pick up the graduate syllabus and let me pull that up real quick. Okay, this is an online course. Just want to make sure we understand that. You can visit me at my office hours, or we could schedule a time to meet on Zoom or Google Meets. Um, this is a link if you want to schedule with me at a certain time to block it off during my office hours and be guaranteed you can come in. Hey, this is financial modeling. So what we have, a lot of the material in this is built by me. I built some stuff for these modules, how to study for, and what we're going to do is we're studying the whole entire semester for the AFM exam. That's through the Financial Modeling Institute. I took the exam. It's a 4 hour, they give you up to 4 hour proctored exam at the end of the semester we will take. So everything in this course is to build up to make sure that we can master that. Okay, so they have a website. We'll get you all hooked in, and there is modules, videos to watch. I highly recommend to watch all the videos. Make sure you have a good understanding about it. Now, this is what this course is going to be about as well. But if you watch those videos, and I will do videos, I will show how to complete the schedules, the financial statements, how to do it, and then you have an Excel file to follow along. But I also recommend to listen to Ian Shore. He's a very experienced financial modeler. He teaches at Queen's University in Toronto. So make sure you do that. You'll get all the coding or the codes you need to get into that C, excuse me, FMI account. Course materials. Like I mentioned, you have all that. I do pull in a lot of the FMI resources into Blackboard, but you will find it with your account as well. There's something called Structure Immediate Method. That's something I developed over the last year and a half. This is a big component of your grading. This is all based on the AFM exam and his videos, and I created worksheets to have self-grading, cells light up, helps you to learn it better that FMI does not offer. So I offer that. Now, it's different with the graduates than the undergraduates. You need a subscription to Corporate Finance Institute. If you already have one, you are good to go. And what you're going to do throughout the semester, you're going to go for a specialization in financial planning, specialization here, the FP&A. I've taken some of those courses. I have not, I completed some of their certificates. They're very valuable. I've learned a lot through CFI. The FP&A looks really good. I've taken a couple of those and some of the ones that transfer over from the other certificates I got. Now, just to let you know, uh, the typical fee is $597, I believe. It went up. We get it for $95. That's a 1 year subscription. If you are into finance, they have a lot of other certificates that you can go after over the year. So I highly recommend to utilize them. Look at what you're interested in. Is it going to be bank management? So I can help you with that if you want to go more into that into the semester. I could tell you more about CFI. But in this course, what's part of your grade is the FP&A specialization. I believe there's 19 classes. And I'll explain more about that in a second. So here's your code you need. It's normally $597 for a year. You get it for 95. And again, if you like finance, highly recommend it. And the last is the final exam. Um, and I'll go into the grading. That's the AFM through not Corporate Finance Institute. That's through Financial Modeling Institute. It's a proctored exam, and it's very valuable for financial modeling. And you will have the attempt to have that at the end of the semester. Okay, let's go through the grading. Okay, number one, uh, so you can look at it. It's 1,000 points. That's 15%. How the points are set up this way. Number one is model build. Throughout the semester, you're going to have one Excel sheet. You're going to follow along my lecture, and I want you to build a model, a financial model, and learn that this will help you get the skills for that final exam. So, like for example, we'll do a scenarios page during the second week. You're going to follow what I do. You're going to upload that to Blackboard. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to make sure it's functional. And if it works, you get full credit. The next week, we'll do revenue. We'll talk about the revenue schedule. You're going to use the same Excel sheet. So you're going to save it throughout the semester, but now you're going to build a revenue schedule. You're going to save it, upload it. I'm going to look at the revenue. By the end of the semester, you will have built your financial model. So that's the model build. And really all that is following along the lecture, doing what I say. Green cell assignments, the IRCs. This is what I created. I created each schedule financial model in this course. And I'll do another video. I just want to do a quick introduction. I'll show you how the green cells work. Is that you are going to practice. You'll see the cells that are going to be dark gray, the ones that you have to enter in. You're going to have to solve. I will have everything typed up, for example, and all you have to do is solve what revenue is. Like, how do you find pricing? How do you find quantity? And I'll do all the videos, and then the AFM videos will also show you the same thing I'll be showing you. All you're going to do with that is, if it's correct, it's going to have a self-grading. It's going to tell you right away if you got it correct. If it is correct, I'll give you full credit. So that's an assignment that you'll be doing. Just so you know, you have unlimited time to practice this. Practice. I'll give you a sheet, and then the actual assignment will be due a specific day where you will open it up, and I'll give you a certain amount of time. Let's say it takes me about a minute because I'm pretty good at it now. I'll give you, let's say, 20 minutes to complete it. Once you open it up, you open the Excel sheet, type your name in. I want to see all the cells lit up green. And then once you get that done, you upload it, I'll review it, and then you get full credit. So that's what the green cell assignment is. It's a timed assignment. They do that in the undergrad and grad as well. And again, it tells you instantly if you got it correct. And if you get it incorrect, the cell does not light up, and you know that. All right. Number two, you'll have a similar sheet with different numbers called a detailed grading assignment. What that is, and again, I'll go more in detail about this, is instead of the cells green, I'm going to turn off the formatting. You'll have a grading system on another sheet that'll tell you where you messed up. So now you got to count on yourself. Do you know how to do a financial model? And it's going to be timed. Can you do it without the green cells lighting up? So what you can do is you can review to my grading. It's a very detailed technical grading system I created. And then you can say, you know what? I messed up on pricing. I'm going to go back and review it. You're going to upload it. And then once it's 100%, I'll review it. 100% for the revenue, for example, I'll give you full credit. So again, you're learning instantly, immediately with the green cells. Now I take that away. Now you're going to do different numbers, learn it through the grading. And then the last one. So for example, we'll have this week would be, you open it up on, let's say Tuesday. You do the green cells, do your assignment, and then you go straight to the detailed grading. Feel comfortable. Again, you could practice with the green cells as much as you want for days. And then you go to the detailed grading. You submit it. I'll give you full credit if you get 100%. And then you go into a quiz. Okay, what is the quiz? It's the same thing you did with the green cells. It's the same thing you did with the grading. I take all that away now. Now you're going to count on what you have learned without looking at if it lit up and without looking at the grade. And you're going to submit that the next week before we start the next lecture. And I'll give you a certain amount of time. By that time, you should be pretty solid in it. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. It's really how do you learn the process? I've done these so many times. I could just type it up in my sleep now. The whole financial model, everything combined used to take me about hour and a half. Now it takes me about 26 minutes. I got it down pretty quick. And I got a small keyboard because on a big keyboard, there's other functions that could go really fast. Okay. So those first three, I want to emphasize, those are really the green cell, the detailed, and the quiz are very similar to each other. It's just that you're taking one step, you know you got it correct or not. Then I take it away. Then you got the detailed grade, I take it away. Now you're going to count on what you have learned. The next grading thing, this is 10% of your grade. It's called the Foundation Certificate. You'll have access to it. It's a multiple choice through FMI, very simple. I think it's 50 questions, multiple choice. You'll know it pretty well. That'll be later in the semester. You have unlimited attempts. All you're going to do is submit that certificate that you completed it. So far, everything's what the undergrad does as well. Last, or not last, but then you got the AFM certificate. This is the main proctored exam. This is 10%. But let me explain what it is. They have to grade it, and I can't count on the grading to come back. This is the whole point of this class is to pass that exam. So if you prove that you took it, so I'm going to do with AFM, they could say, did you take the exam? You will automatically get 10% of your grade. So you don't have to pass it necessarily. Now you would want it for your financial career, but if you take the exam, automatically 100%. And then this is what separates the graduates. You have to get a FP&A specialization through CFI, and that's going to be worth 20% of your grade. All right, let me just go through this real quick. This is or at least past it. This is a little explanation on the different detailed parts of the grading system. I wanted to go here. This is the core courses for the FP&A specialization. Now, if you had my courses before, you've taken on the graduate level, you've probably taken a lot of these courses. They're probably taken out of the way. What I did was I went to the schedule and I put these courses in CFI each week. What I recommend you staying on tap. I want to emphasize that you're not going to submit the certificate for each class. At the end of the semester, you're going to submit your certificate that you earned your FP&A. That's what you're going to submit to me. And then you'll get full credit, and that's going to be 20% of your grade. And I want to emphasize a couple things. These are not necessarily due the first week, but this is to keep you on track. Please don't do what I've seen other students do, wait to the last minute, and they get into big trouble. You want to stay on track. There's a lot of courses in CFI that's anywhere from 2 to 10 hours per course. These are not. So you have 19 courses, but they're pretty short. Some are an hour, some are 45 minutes, some are an hour and a half. And a lot of these have to do with financial modeling, which will help you in your career. These are just recommended. So out of this class, you have the possibility to earn an advanced financial modeler certificate, which is a proctor exam, carries a lot of weight in the finance world. And then also you can earn your FP&A professional specialization, not a certificate, a specialization, which means there's not a final exam at the end. All you have to do is complete those courses. Very valuable. And just to let you know, you might think, oh, it's an hour and a half. There is a speed button. They talk slow. On the bottom, you hit that, and I can do another video on it. You hit the little gear, the settings, and then you go to clock, things like a clock symbol, and then you could hit 1.25 speed, 1.5. I typically do that. I slow it down when it's real important. I want to listen to it. Each course has a small little exam at the end, like a 10 question. But don't just go through it. These are very great classes. I'm telling you, I learned a lot from CFI. Don't just blow it off and just like hit the next video, next video. Try to go through it. So, all right, I just want to give a quick introduction about that. That's the grading. And then the last part I want to mention is the last week of class, week 15. We're going to schedule. I'm going to figure this out when we can do it. We're going to schedule our final exam with FMI, and um, it will be really the only thing to do. You want to complete your CFI assignments. It's really scheduling this, and I got a lot of worksheets on the week before. I've created my own to make sure we're going to master that exam. And I'll say one thing, if you're like, oh man, I'm nervous about this exam, trust me, all semester with my methods of how I create these Excel sheets based on the AFM. I've taken the AFM. I know what it's about. I create these Excel sheets. It's a great way to learn. I got a bunch of different methods to learn on this. Hopefully you'll find it a lot of value. But that's it. As we go in, just expect a couple things in this course that each week, since you're an online student, I will make sure I do a lecture video of how to do the financial modeling. I'm not gonna do any lectures with CFI. They do their own. But with FMI, he does talk about it, but I will do a quick without really explaining in depth, which FMI does, and it does take a little longer sometimes with videos. With the FMI, I will just have the Excel sheet, explain it a little bit, and we'll go straight to it and how to solve it. So if you ever get stuck on it, if you want to learn how to do the green cell assignment, the detailed grading assignment, or the quiz, my videos are exactly how to do it. So you watch those videos. Now the difference is you can't just pause that video and take the quiz because you have a period of time you have to complete it by. So you have unlimited time. You could practice the green cells. And one note I want to make. I don't know if you're familiar with VBAs. I have a coding system with the Excel sheet that you can reset the worksheet, which means it deletes all the work you did. And you can keep on practicing it until it becomes second nature. You have to download it a certain way. You know what? Let me just pull this up real quick. I'll just pull up the screen. Okay, where am I at? With the VBA, it is a code to reset the Excel sheet for your practice. You go to the bottom of this course where it says enabling macro and VBA. You have to follow those steps and you have to okay it on your computer. I'll do a video on it and I'll show you how to do it. But what you have to also do is when you download the Excel sheet, you have to save my Excel sheet on a folder. It has to be saved. It can't just be downloaded. And then you have to follow those steps to enable the macro and the VBA. And then the coding that I create in the Excel sheet that will help you learn will be accessible to you and it will work. So that's it. I want to say is thanks for listening. Any questions, please let me know. God bless and expect the next videos.